that we started, you know?
Yeah.
And no one showed up, and then so that way we could put it in our assignment, in our, let's see.
You watch the show. Four cells in summer shade.
Okay, so you're allowed to move, edit, hide, change.
Okay. Four cells on this.
Yeah, and I won't have any access to a computer or any internet or anything when I'm gone, so.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. So I'm going to try and get everything done before I leave. Oh, what is this? Okay, so you create a separate summary sheet. Okay, let's see. Okay, so create a separate summary sheet. And then
Okay.
On the original data sheet provided, feel free to add columns of the calculations to help you get what we need on the summary sheet. However, on the summary sheet, we need all the following reported. The user should be able to enter one of the supplier's name into an input cell. So you've done that one? You got A done?
Yeah, I got half of A done.
The user should be able to enter one of the supplier names onto the input cell, and then we want to see how many items are provided by the chosen supplier. Also show the average and standard deviation of the material cost for only the items that are provided by the chosen supplier.
So that part I don't have.
That's the part you don't have, that last part. Not the quantity of the current inventory.
Yeah.
Okay, so I remember from, let me pull up this, the last one, our logic condition, no logic assignment.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I should pull it up too.
So if statements.
Okay, the statements.
Let me see if I can even.
Okay, so then I could do this. Gender specific. Okay. So
Ite?
so then here I'll
Wow.
do this.
No, kwa wen ka kulo to nga telefoni ya line ta. Kwa. Okay. All right. Just put it through. Okay. Bye. Wow. Oh, thank you. Bye. No. Thank you. Okay, so let's see.
Okay, so
I'm trying. I think I watched this video like 3 times.
I don't
And
blame
I'm
you.
still.
If statement.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Yeah, this if statements is really confusing.
okay.
So the user
okay.
should be able to enter one of the supplier names into the input cell, and then you want to see how many items are provided by the chosen supplier. Okay, where does it show that?
This. Then you want to show this.
Okay, so by that, oh, so it says, so it should show the inventory, right? And you did that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then we want to see how many items are provided. Okay, and also show the average and standard deviation. So going back into this condition, we did the standard deviation on the, oh, we did that on the formula errors.
Yeah.
Standard deviation. Also show the average and standard deviation of the material cost for only the items that are provided by the chosen supplier. Okay, so standard deviation, you did the formula for the standard deviation?
Okay.
Oops.
Hang on. There we go. Okay.
Got it?
All right. Did you all figured out?
No, I'm not there yet.
Okay. Whenever you need a little bit of help, I think I'm figuring it out slowly for A.
Okay. So I need to first start to get me a new tab, which is the summary.
Yeah. Text.
And then we go from the summary.
Text.
Okay. And then we have this. So it's just like the one for the female equation, right? The one when he did the gender and the female.
Yeah, it's just like that.
It's exactly like that. So I'll just go back and look at that one because it's exactly like that because you just put in what you want and then it'll show up.
Now the only difference is that when you that you start with that to get the name, but when you go to part, because on there it does average instead of part number.
Okay.
I changed the formula, so let me know when you're there, and I'll let you know what I did, and you might have a better idea. But
okay, hold on. So.
I don't know.
Supplier name, and then
let's do dollars. Let's do currency, accounting.
G.
Is that right? Let's see that list.
Supplier name is D.
Yeah, it should be the same numbers. And so when I change it to data power.
The user should be able to enter one of the supplier names into the input cell, and then we to see how many items are provided by the chosen supplier.
Okay. Okay. All right. I got A done, I believe.
You're done with A?
Yes. I think I figured that out.
Okay, I'm trying to do this first one here. So it's telling us to input. Okay, so, and it's supposed to, if you, whatever you input, it's supposed to come out as how much the, what is it? The how many items, so the inventory, right? So it's supposed to show up what the inventory is?
It's what it's supposed to show, from what I understand. What does it say exactly? According to this plan. All right. Enter the supplier name into an input cell, and then we want to see how many items are provided by the chosen supplier. So how many products does this one supplier supply, right?
Right.
Okay. Fine.
So
okay.
When I look
at they want to put a name and say how many parts or how many supplies this supplier gives.
Okay, so if I put in, I'm trying to see if, okay, the first one, the supplier was Data Powder.
Okay.
So Data Powder. And it's supposed to give me the items down there as an average salary. Okay. I'm going to have to figure this one out.
Here, I'll show you. I don't know if it works on mine. Sometimes.
All right.
I can show you what I did.
All right.
Here, let me, if I can share my screen. All right.
Yeah. It's
Can you see
pulling up.
Can you see my Excel sheet?
Yes.
Okay. So this is how I did it. So first I created.
Oh, you did the specific parts?
Yeah. So what I did is I created a supplier where you can put in, I put a supplier tab, and then I created this input, you highlighted it yellow, like they do in this.
Right.
You can type in like fade. I can change the name. It'll change the number of parts. It'll change the average price, as well as the standard deviation. So you follow.
Okay. So that one, when you put that one in, theta power, and then the number of parts was the 38.
Yeah. That's what I believe is what it's saying.
Oh, so because, okay, now I got it. So there's theta power has how many different parts, but not the, it didn't, I was thinking current inventory, but no, it's how many parts. Okay, now I got it.
Yeah, they say
so did you first filter that? No.
Okay, so what I did is I created this little box here first. All right, so supplier and then theta power this because this is the input when you want this to change. I went back to my data page and I created a heading for supplier specific parts. So what I did for that summary, for that equation, just the very first one is up here I put equals if,
right.
If function,
right, because of the
very first right here, which is that okay, equals, and then I came back here to the summary, clicked on this, and then I locked it, so it would refer to this cell, and then I put comma, and then I went back here, so it's comma, locked that comma, and then I just put the number 1.
The 1, okay, right. So I could count how many of the theta power.
Yeah, and I did that because when I put 1, then I can do a counting equation to count
how many. Right.
Then so then I went back here and did pretty much the same thing. Where I did 5 equals, this, this power. This name equals the name in the box, and that's when I did the price instead of the inventory count. That's when I did price, and then I put it with nothing. And so when I enter it in, it just shows me the price. So for the average here, I just the average of those two. So and then I did the same thing with standard deviation.
Right.
Same information to do that.
Oh, 5 to 242. Okay.
So that's how I got the first one. Okay, and the second one here.
The second one was
4 cells on a summary sheet.
Following tax B through D should be done for all items and not by supplier. Oh, have 4 cells on the summary sheet, each one with the label next to it reflecting each of the 4 shipping methods. In the 4 cells, calculate how many items are shipped with each respective method. So if it was shipped by air, is that what it is? Yeah, air, rail, truck, and optional. Okay.
So shipping. Now, if I'm reading that right, it said to do 4 boxes with each of those.
Right. Have 4 cells on the summary sheet, each one with the label next to it, reflecting each of the 4 shipping methods. Yes. So air, rail, truck.
Optional.
Right. And in the 4 cells, calculate how many items are shipped with each respective method. So we're going to have to do on the data sheet the same thing, except for each, we're going to have one for air, one for, right? Exactly
yeah,
like
if
that.
there's an easier way to do that, if we could just like
Just filter, no.
I think that.
But filter is not going to count it unless we manually count it.
At the moment, count that. Okay,
Yeah. So we're going to do the same thing as like the supplier specific parts, where it gives us a number 1.
Yeah. So what we can do, we'll do
all of the air. So we got to do a column for air, a column for rail, column for truck, like that, right? No?
I don't think so. I think we can just do it pretty simply here. If we just do shipping method here, we'll wrap this text. Hang on here. This one. Okay, so shipping method, and this can be. Let's do a color in that. So air. Keep it there, and then we can do here. We can do. No, that won't work, will it? It'd be easier. My next thought would just to be to sort it here. Could we just sort it?
Right.
And then so then we can just go, although that would be weird to me.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's right. Oh, shoot. Hey, Alicia, I have to get going. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. We're gonna have to. I'm gonna try and figure it out so I can be able to submit it before I go. So, no worries.
Yeah, and if you have any questions, you can email me, and then I'll respond back to you. I don't mind helping out or meeting up with you even later. Like if you leave late tomorrow, like in the evening or whatever, maybe we can try to touch base before that.
All right.
So I gotta go. Yeah. I mean, if you need help with anything, just let me know.
All right.
Thanks,
Zach. Okay. All right. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. You have.
All right. Bye.